Everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Who did we play as last time? That's something I can check in real time here. Give me a moment. This was recorded, that was recorded today? This is this video. Okay, one sec. That was recorded at 7. This is probably the Nuclear Throne video. Why did I click on the Nuclear Throne video? Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Nuclear Throne daily. That's definitely Nuclear Throne. Okay, what did we play as last time here? Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays. This guy sounds like a fucking idiot. Isaac Rebirth. One streak. Come on, man.
We read Tomo, now's not the time. But
oh, I'm talking to Tomo for the first half of the video?
Again as Judas, so now we're due for an Eden.
Okay, so we're playing as Isaac this time. We played as Eden last time. That's the kind of thing other people might check, like, off camera. I don't know, though. I kind of think it lends a certain je ne sais quoi, a little extra character. 0AQHJGE4. I promise I do know my ABCs. I get my J's and my G's and my Q's confused now and then. Those are letters I don't use very much on a regular basis because there is no J, Q, or E, or G. Well, there's an E, but there's no G in Nuclear Throne or the Binding of Isaac Rebirth, so I don't need them on a regular basis. Curse of the Blind Abel. Very exciting. Really great start for us. This ups our damage by approximately 0.14%. We'll take the pill right off the bat. I ain't ever scared. Okay, we got a lot of rerolls ready, but not that much to actually do with them. I probably should stop doing things like this. Bob's Rotten Head, that's alright. We can reroll that. Actually, before we reroll it, let's come up here and try this out. Well, not super pleased with that. But we did get a Hierophant out of it, which is actually awesome. Let's pop that right off the bat. And then we're going to reroll Bob's Rotten Head into the Common Cold. It's actually a pretty good turn of events, all things considered. That worked out relatively well. And we still have a full reroll ready for our boss room. Not that I expect to actually be able to, you know, use it on our boss room. But still, that's pretty awesome. I'm pretty pleased with the way that worked out. We also have a golden poop on this room. One of the rare times, because it's so early, that if we get counterfeit penny, cool. If we get money, cool. Like, it's all useful right now. I'm just going to shoot this in advance. And I'm also going to shoot this, take care of the fly. I mean, we could probably just have, like, Abel finish the job if we don't want to get down and dirty ourselves. Very fast room, as you can tell. We're at 7 cents with a key. Good enough to possibly buy something from the shop on this floor, but I would say that's probably a little bit less likely. Still, decent pickup so far. We got, Common Cold out of essentially a golden chest. I don't know if that's ever happened to me in Rebirth before. I don't know if it's ever happened to me in Vanilla, for that matter. I don't get that item that much. See, that was just, you gotta do that sometimes. You gotta dodge into the enemy, and then they think they're better than they are, so they play worse in the future. That's just, it's pretty much the definition of science right there. I tested my hypothesis, and then I wrote my apparatus down, and then, I got, B+ on the project, and that was acceptable to me. Might as well do a little bit more exploration. Our secret room seems fairly likely, and an early second secret room could give us a lot of momentum as well. Possibly don't need to blow this up, because, whoa, that worked out fantastically. He could have blown it up with his own bomb, is what I'm getting at, but it actually worked out fine for us regardless. That's obviously going to be our secret room. Why, obviously? Because, otherwise, that could be good too. Otherwise, our secret room would be adjacent to the boss room, which I don't think can actually be possible to happen. And then our second secret room looks pretty much guaranteed to be right here. Close to the boss room. Well, we might as well take one, I guess. That wasn't worth a bomb, but everything else on this floor has worked out relatively well for us. Alright, take out Dingle. Our damage is still shit, but, I mean, that's because we started as Isaac with Isaac's starting stats. It's not that bad, considering we're only on the first floor, but, you know, we can't expect to be balling out of control just yet. Common Cold will help out a little bit, but, you know, considering the immunity that comes with the poison damage, I don't know if it's going to be truly stellar for quite some time here. But Deal with the Devil on the next floor looks basically guaranteed, and we can definitely get into our shop. We can definitely get into our item room. One of those we may not want to get into, but we'll see. And we have a chance to spawn an arcade on the next floor, which would actually be fantastic for us. This is like the perfect, solid first floor. Yeah, especially now that we picked up Magic Mushroom along with it. I apologize, I'm having some speaking errors. I sound a little congested. I'm a little... Oh, Curse of the Blind again. I'm a little under the weather again. I hope it doesn't last. I take good care of myself, man. I just... Oh, man, blood bag already. I've gotten sick a lot recently. In March, I was bragging. I was like, You know, ever since, whenever I feel a cold coming on, I take that emergency, like vitamin C supplement, I never get sick. Now, as, I'm not really a scientist, but as someone who has some background in the sciences, I recognize that that might have been a placebo effect, but I was okay with it as long as it was working out for me. Now it's not doing shit, man. I've been sick twice since May. Twice since March, sorry. It's May now. And I'm unhappy with this. That's okay. I get my wisdom teeth taken out this upcoming Friday, so hopefully I'm better for that. So really, it's just a wonderful month if you are nervous about medical stuff. I'm not nervous about medical stuff, so I'm relatively okay, but hopefully that all ends up working out. Hopefully this is my last video recorded before dying of some kind of, like, anesthesia poisoning. I would be surprised. I hope that my estate and my living loved ones sue the shit out of that dentist, but, well, it depends. If it was an honest mistake, maybe don't sue him, but if he, well, if he was just careless, then that's not an honest mistake. It's not a dishonest mistake, but, you know, he probably deserves to lose his license. Alright, well, we can't really do anything there. The mom's eyeshadow pickup is acceptable, but not much more bombastic than that. Still, magic mushroom is what is carrying us here. We're at like a relatively normal time for this point on the run. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I don't have any bombs. I hit E over there and then ran away, and I was like, why isn't it working? Well, I can think of one reason. Let's try not to lose any more spirit hearts, because it's possible we get a shit deal with the devil here. We're not going to know until it's too late. That is luck up, which is great. I knew we'd seen it before. Man, just very poor dodging here. I'm not blaming this, but does Magic Mush make your hitbox larger? Because I feel like that last one, like a lot of the damage I've taken, I can understand. That last one, I really felt like I would have dodged it. This is the dumbest idea of all time, because we have to, like, go up there anyway to get out. Well, we have to go at least to the middle to get out, but it was kind of funny, so I don't dislike it. Alright, doesn't really matter who we're fighting. We're going to be fine. We got a lot of rerolls to use on the deal with the devil. The problem is we won't know. Like, if we get a shitty passive item, there's nothing we can do about it. We're going to pick it up basically by accident. But if we get a shitty active item, then that's fine. I would say our odds are actually pretty good. If we get a shitty active item, we'll get deal with the devil precedent and then re-roll it. And there's always the chance that we just get a great passive item right off the bat anyway, so I can't be too pissed off about this. Experimental treatment. Lowered our HP a little bit. Looks like it might have lowered our damage, raised our rate of fire. There is an item in here, thankfully. But we didn't pay for the item, so I think it won't actually count. I'm going to try to get a bomb. We didn't pay for the item, so I think it's not going to count as... Our speed's definitely up, by the way. It's not going to count as deal with the devil precedent, which is really unfortunate because that's what I want. But maybe we'll have the opportunity to get some angel runs here. Angel runs are actually really interesting as Isaac. It's the only character I like doing angel runs on because you get the guaranteed reroll of the key piece, or you just take the key piece, I guess. But we're going to buy this. I never do that. It's very rare for me to buy a bomb from a shop. But I'm going to do so here. It was 5 cents. Worst case scenario, we get a golden chest, and maybe it pays out with something even better. Best case scenario, small rock, which is worth way more than 5 cents. And, you know, Spirit Heart is pretty much like the even case scenario, and that is worth exactly 5 cents. So I'm feeling okay about this. We're going to be a little bit slower. That's not a problem. Boss Rush hasn't really factored into my runs lately. Let's head down to the next floor and feel pretty good about the fact that at the very least we picked up Magic Mushroom. And Guppy's Tail. Guppy's Tail's good for a variety of reasons, although our key game not necessarily strong enough to really make that too exciting just yet. But anyway, D6, 48-hour energy, and no Curse of the Blind for once. I had to check just to verify, make sure my eyes weren't deceiving me. Luckily, they are not. Really noticed it on that knot. It made my nose got all congested. Key for a bomb, kind of acceptable here. We can still get into our item room, which is pretty much all we wanted to do. Now we can go back to our shop, and now with that bomb, might have a good chance to actually blow up our donation machine and pick up something, and unlike the last 2 floors, we'll actually know what's in the shop. Yeah, that's pretty big too. Okay, what do we got? Tough Love. We've had 2 luck upgrades, so I'm totally going to take this. Tempting to reroll, considering we had the option, and we could have done it like 4 times, but, you know, we got 2 luck upgrades. We might get more in the future. The damage is nothing to sneeze at. I kind of like this item. It's situational based on your own luck stat, but I think it's going to be good for us now. Especially against enemies where you know you're going to hit them multiple times with the teeth, right? Like a boss, for example. Especially a stationary boss. Okay, stop. Not a boss that's made out of paper, mind you. Let's be smarter. Stop taking so much completely idiotic damage that is totally preventable. Speed stat is freaking me out right now. Stop blending in with the ground. It's a very good survival technique that I don't like, you chameleon motherfuckers. Ah, okay, we're safe. Again, what am I going to ask for? The same things I ask for every time. More guppy items and piercing shots. We can't get piercing shots from our, well, no, we can't get piercing shots from our boss. Unless it was the Fallen and he gave us, like, Brimstone or Mom's Knife or Death's Touch. But those are kind of bullshit situations that I don't necessarily want to pay too much attention to. Dark One's not so bad. There we go. Got a tooth shot in there. I don't know how much more damage the teeth do, but it's appreciable. It's funny. I would rather have Tough Love than... that was pretty bad dodging. Well, pretty bad positioning. It shouldn't have been that close in the first place. I would rather have Tough Love than, like, Blood Clot. Because I'm like, Blood Clot's only a damage up half the time. Tough Love is only a damage up, like, 1/6 of the time, but... I guess you know, for whatever reason, it feels better in my head. We're totally going to take Holy Mantle. You may dislike me as a result of this, but I am going to reroll the key... No, you know what? I'm not going to reroll the key piece. I'll explain why. The key piece functions as our deal with the devil precedent, but for deals with the angel. At least to the best of my knowledge. That's the way Kate and I were operating when we were trying to get her real Platinum God, and her last item was Godhead. So, we're going to be taking one key piece... If we take one, we might want to take two. The problem is, like, we don't know how many deals we're going to get. So, if I could actually, if I could pick up multiple deals, that would be better for me. But, you know, a Goat Head, Book of Belial situation, maybe. But we want to keep the D6 as well, so really only Goat Head. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to take one key piece to ensure that we only get deals with the Angel. That'll be interesting. People are always asking for Angel runs. I'll admit, I only do them, like, once every 15 runs or something like that, but... I do like them when we get the opportunity. It also helps when your first item from the deal with the Angel is as good as Holy Mantle is. Inarguably one of the best items in the game. Did you see that I actually walked over those spikes effectively? Like, I didn't touch the spikes despite moving at full speed. If I had slowed down and tried to do it properly, I almost certainly would have been hit. But because I was doing it at full speed, the game was like, he's got a sack, let him pass. Alright, we still got 48-hour energy here. For a future deal with the Angel, perhaps, that has shitty items, as will happen probably frequently. After 2 Angel statues, you no longer get Angel statues to drop anything, I think. So, like, regardless of whether or not you take the key pieces. So if we're gonna fight Mega Satan, we're gonna want the key pieces, but I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Great run so far. Damage is still kind of shitty, even with Magic Mush and Tough Love. But it's getting there. Slowly but surely. And we've got really good utility items. Man, that is not a room I should be taking damage on, especially with Holy Mantle. Not my favorite curse room either. That's okay. We won't open this yet. We may open it at a later time in the future, but for now, no such luck. Also, probably not going to be that interested in going to our shop because I'd love to get an arcade, but if... Like, our money situation will work out for us with the shop here, so I guess I at least owe it a chance. And I'm glad I did, actually. That's a huge payout right off the bat. I'd like 22 cents. If you can give me 22 cents, that would be awesome. 21 cents. Okay. What's more important here? I mean, the 9 volt is... Oh, yeah, this is great, actually. The 9 volt is pretty good. Okay. We can just walk out anytime these guys are being assholes. Why don't we try to shoot them, though? Is that another 48? Yeah, it's 2 48-hour energies at this point. Kind of ridiculous. I don't want to reroll the compass or the 9 volt, though. I want them both. I do want to reroll this, though. This is perfect. Let's see what we got. We don't know? No telepills. I see forever. I can see forever. That's pretty good. Okay, reroll the pills. Little Steven is not good enough considering we have to burn a 48-hour energy pill here. I don't think a speed upgrade is really worth it. I'll take Luckfoot because we have Tough Love, and I think that'll help us out a little bit here. We can only buy one of them. What would we buy? I'd rather have the compass, to be honest with you. Although... we would have needed a stellar payout. I think we got exactly what we paid for it, but we took it out of our donation machine. So that sucks a little bit. But actually, you know what? With I Can See Forever, we should be able to get one more penny if our secret room has it. And it might. It does not. It has Book of Secrets, which is okay because there's another. We have a 48-hour energy pill, but there's also a free battery back here, and the secret room items tend to be awesome. That's not good enough, I think. So I'll pop 48-hour energy. Shielded Tears, I think it's good enough. It's not the best secret room item, but it's pretty solid and has some cool synergies. There's our 7th sense, so we will be able to get 9 volts. What a strange floor, but a pretty good floor without also being like crazy overpowered. We did get Holy Mantle, which makes us very, very strong, but what else did we get? We got a luck upgrade, Tough Love, 9-volt compass, speed upgrade. What did we get from our boss? I do not remember. That's a Super Bandage. Super Bandage is really good as well. This is like a floor of solid items plus Holy Mantle. Holy Mantle, apparently, based on the current cadence of my voice here. That should be our 2nd secret room. And Fish Head is not worth it for us. We took a lot of time on that floor, but I think it was well worth it. That worked out pretty nicely. Now, again, Goat Head, Book of Belial. We won't have an arcade, which means it's very unlikely that this boss trap room ends up working out for us. That's okay. I don't mind, like, using the Holy Mantle invincibility effectively. That doesn't bother me. Man, those enemies are annoying. Maybe? I mean, I know we already have Common Cold. I just don't know how that affects us here. Do we get, like, an even greater chance, like a stacking chance, the same way Guppy's Collar and Broken Ankh work together? That's what I'm hoping for, I guess. Bombs, bombs, bombs. We need to blow up the stone chest. Well, at least we can come back in for free, I guess, so I'm not going to be too mad about it. We got Spirit Hearts and some friendly flies. Didn't do that much for me, but that's alright. Health up. That's acceptable. I would be more happy about it if we needed it, but I guess it kind of makes me sound like an asshole, doesn't it? And perhaps deservedly so. Couple of teeth. Good enough to get the kill there. It kind of surprises me that it takes 2 teeth to get the kill, but I guess that's what we signed up for. Come on. Hey! Get out of here. Less bonies we fight, the better. I'm looking forward to getting further into the game just so we don't encounter these guys as much. This is ridiculous. Little Gish is good enough. I will also take it, because taking Little Gish means that if we fight Gish, we'll get a vanilla item, and we could reroll that into something better, or it could just be great in and of itself. So if we get a deal, it should be... Oh, this is awesome, but it should be a deal with the Angel. We can have our best of both worlds here, potentially. I don't think we have a great chance of getting that deal, but if we do that, that's fine. I know that we could dodge, like, out of the way, and that would probably be a little bit more effective, because my shots would stop being blocked by their shots, but also, we're pretty much, I don't want to say invincible, but we're very difficult to hit if we stay right next to them, so I kind of like the way that's working out for us. Anyway. Sacrificial Dagger is a perfect item for us with Holy Mantle. I love Sacrificial Dagger. I use it way, way too much when I get it, but with Holy Mantle, there's very little downside to that. When relevant, though, I should remember not to stop firing. I'm not always the greatest about that. Alright, picked up a little money there. Doesn't look like we're likely to get ourselves into that shop with enough money to make something happen. Probably the same can be said for... Well, we're just not going to get ourselves into the boss trap room to begin with, unless there's a secret room there, but as is, we're still lacking bombs anyway, so that's not really super likely. I'll open it, because we're not using our keys for anything else. That does take us up to 5 cents. I could buy something from the shop. What would I want to buy? That's a very good question. I have no idea. Guppy item. Guppy, okay, 2 Spirit Hearts is great too. From our shop, I may want to actually go in and buy a bomb. Because then I could open up the stone chest on our curse room. Or I could just pick this one up and that would be fine as well. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. I Can See Forever will help us out here. Second secret room already. Perfect floor to get an Eternal Heart. It's not like we have anything going on with a boss trap room, or a blood bank, I should say. Don't really want Child's Heart. I don't know how Pinky Eye is going to work for us, but assuming Pinky Eye does work, I like it more than Child's Heart in this situation. Don't want to use my bomb there. I thought about it, but I don't want to do this. Instead, we blow this up. Oh! It worked! We're gonna get hurt on the way out, and I'm an idiot, but it was worth it. I mean, maybe not, actually, when we looked at it, but 1 Spirit Heart for, like, 8 cents? Yeah, I'd say it's probably worth it. That actually gives us the ability to access our shop and buy something, and even if it's greed, well, I probably wouldn't have gone in here without that money, so it's helpful. We'll take the battery, a really nice item to work with us with the D6. We're already at, like, the HP cap anyway, so I'm not that worried about what happened there. This is good. Now we can store multiple charges of the D6, or in the D6, as the case may be. I think this is good news. And one thing's for sure, we can re-roll into basically whatever the hell we want to. We just gotta be given the opportunity to. Had to leave and come back just to get the Holy Mantle charge back, and gained half a Spirit Heart there. Fair to say that's not really what I was hoping for from that room, but you can't always get what you want. That's what, isn't that what Iggy Azalea said? In her smash hit song, Gimme Shelter. Take another key. No tinted rocks that I can see there. It's another situation where I'm like, I mean, it's good. Is it good enough to take? I don't know. Because we already have so many good defensive items, but yo, your time is very limited if you're coming at me with those bones. Because Shielded Tears will cancel out your shot. Oh, man. It's so good, but I gotta re-roll it. Shielded Tears will cancel out your shot, and then Sacrificial Dagger is only a, you know, few hundred degrees away. So we're gonna be re-rolling the shit out of that, obviously. It's a real shame that it was Tammy's head, and I have the D6, and that I have battery and 9-volt, which makes me really, really... It's going to be hard for me to get rid of the D6, let's put it that way. But Capricorn is a fantastic item for us to pick up, obviously. I'm extremely happy to have it, and this is going to really help out our run. The one thing we're desperately in need of right now is damage, and this helps us sort that out. And all the other stat upgrades don't hurt either. Okay, our shop is greed. This is only Depths 1, Necropolis 1, so we don't need to sweat it too much. We got one more shop potentially coming, and if it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. Red chest. Guppy items. I demand it. Not this time, that's okay. You know, my demands are meaningless within the context of the game overall. Looks like we're probably only going to have one reroll available for the Angel Room. That's not ideal, but it is fine. I don't really feel a need to use our only bomb to access that thing over there. We're already at the HP cap regardless. Small Rock can be pretty good, but financially there's no way we can't afford an item on our next shop, so we don't need to worry about it. We definitely need a bomb because we want to be able to blow up the angel statue if we get one, which I'm really hoping we do here. Alright. So the secret boss fight technique with Holy Mantle, Sacrificial Dagger is just get up in that ass for as long as you can. And then when Holy Mantle's gone, then you can play it more legitimately. I gotta take this, even though we don't want HP, I'm taking it for the luck stat at this point. We might as well do our full exploration. That's like my 4th luck upgrade, so I'm expecting a lot of teeth. I know it's 9. At least in vanilla, 9 luck upgrades gives you the permanent firing teeth. Which is like, it takes a long time to get up to that level. That's a synergy that's very hard to make work, but if you get it, man, it's sweet. Okay, I mean, it's worth doing because we can afford to do so without taking damage probably, but I am a little disappointed, I can't lie. But overall, this run has been pretty good. I mean, Holy Mantle, Sacrificial Dagger is pretty much decent enough by itself to swing a run. We did it with Sacrificial Dagger the Relic, which is a much trickier beast. We had a little bit of extra damage there. I think I took Epic Fetus at the end of that one, so I can't really act like it wasn't easy at that point, but you get the idea. Okay. Easy enough. And again, there's no prizes for leaving a room with Holy Mantle unscathed, so I don't feel bad about this. I think I am probably a little bit guilty of being overly conservative with our D6, though. Probably at some point, when you've got like enough decent items, you've got like a window that you can use to try to get something fantastic, right? Like if I'm already confident that I'm gonna survive the next couple of floors, even if I got 0 items, we should really just like quintuple down and reroll an item that's good but not great, like maybe Halo of Flies, for example. But we made our bed, and I'm happy with it here. Let's move along. Don't really even want a second secret room, to be honest with you. HP's already good enough. We don't want Spirit Hearts, Black Hearts. The only thing we'd want is a Guppy item. It can happen, but it's rare. And we will have a crack at the boss rush here. Boss trap, I should say. Assuming that we can get this to get us down to 1 HP, which I'm actually very skeptical about. Because we'll, yeah, you have to play it about 1,000 times. But actually, with the IV bag, we can do that a little bit faster. No chance of an HP upgrade paying out, but that's not a real problem. What do you think? Reroll this or go check out our boss room first? I kind of like the idea of checking out our boss room first. Didn't we have 2 charges? I guess we lost one by using IV bag? That seems silly. Forget Me Now is interesting, but considering the value of our D6 right now, I don't think I can justify it, man. Alright, so we did lose Holy Mantle early. There's no way I could even possibly say that isn't on me. And as for the Bob's Brain pickup, why pick up Bob's Brain? Because we got Holy Mantle. So again, anything that gives us extra damage but insulates us from extra damage ourselves is a good pickup in my book right now. This is a room that's not going to look that great for it because we could take damage as we've lost Holy Mantle already, but you get the idea. Please, thank you. Alright, easy room, good consumable gain. We'll probably reroll Forget Me Now. I can't imagine why we wouldn't. Let's just put it that way. Whoa, that was a little bit closer than I'd like to admit. Are we on Necropolis or Depths? It normally doesn't matter that much. We're on Depths. But, you know, gives you a little extra sense of confidence, I suppose. I don't really want anything that the Golden Poop can pay out with, so who cares? We won't take that yet. And we won't do that, even though we're a little bit lower on bombs than we might like to be. So many tier effects happening here, man. It's good. Just a little unusual. And this could be a really valuable curse room. If we... Actually, we could probably just do that with Holy Mantle, but why don't we do it the safe way? And 2 pills. Telepills. Yeah, okay. For sure. We'll take Pyro. 99 bombs is pretty effective. The Magician, less so, but it's okay. And the Hierophant, much more valuable. The only problem is we're nowhere near our, the rooms we wanted to reroll, but hey, that's why you buy the battery. How long does it take? Bob's Brain was gone for like 10 minutes there. Yeah, let's work our way back here. 2 rooms, and then we'll be back in our area with the charge. Although, we might want to fight our boss with double charges, but we should be able to get that anyway, because there's a battery on the ground. No reason not to take that. This room is probably going to result in me taking damage. I can't believe I missed everything with Bob's Brain there. And again, I guess it's the knockback in action here. There we go. Oh, never mind. I thought that was like my friend the Shears, I guess. Now we definitely don't need bombs, so we're not going to sweat that. Alright. Forget Me Now, I'm sorry. I'll do it because it's strange. I mean, it's got strange in the title, but also it's just a weird item, Strange Attractor. I take it a lot. Should I? Probably not. Probably synergizes pretty poorly with Bob's Brain. Gets the enemies right into my line of fire, and then, you know, explodes them and possibly hurts me as well. But again, you know, when you got Holy Mantle, your life feels a little safer, so you can afford... Oh, well done. So you can afford, I think, to be a little bit more aggressive with dumb shit like this. That's another battery charge. At this point, the only thing we'd want to reroll is the shop. That was stupid. I should have waited until I got the full charge there. Yeah, that was there's nothing I can really offer in my own defense, except the bullshit argument that it probably won't matter, but... You know, what's the point in discussing it if it won't matter? It's just a way to stifle conversation. You know, I wouldn't mind more red hearts. I'm just going to throw that out there for now. I might have put myself a little bit behind the 8-ball relative to where I'd like to be. So we're trying to get Bob's brain out of here as soon as possible. That way I can run in there and have a reasonable estimation of how long we'll survive, or being able to survive a little bit longer, I should say. Looks like we won't have a full charge, but if I can spend 5 cents on a battery, I will. And I can't. But now we will have a full charge because we're fighting greed, so I guess we'll just accept that. And still having the Hierophant is great as well. So first things first, just use that. When Bob's brain comes back, that'll be our #1 priority. Oh, there goes Holy Mantle. Okay, get Bob's brain out of here. Get Bob's brain out of here! I don't care if you use it on a regular enemy, just get it gone. There we go. Now wait for the foot. Attack, but wait for the foot. Where's the foot? There's the foot. Well, I was already hit before that, so I guess I'll just live with it. There we go. Landed a decent Bob's brain. Would have preferred Sacrificial Dagger, but it's all over. Obviously, we take the Polaroid here. This is a perfect situation. Lazarus Rags is pretty bad. Now we can use Hierophant. So what I will do is use some bombs offensively, of course, but I will reroll both of them. And I'm sorry to the people who want to see me fight Mega Satan, but I'm going to double down on trying to get a great Angel Room item here instead of taking the key piece. We could always get Dad's key, even if it's unlikely. Wafer's too good to pass up. You know, Guardian Angel's great as well, but I should have taken Guardian Angel. Let's just leave it at that. Would have really helped out with the orbital damage. Alas, it's okay. The Wafer's such a huge pickup. Alright, we have a curse room, but I kind of do want to explore what we could get out of our mini-boss here. I don't know. At this point, I could probably be persuaded to take a left hand if they want to give it to me. Stay as far out of the way as we possibly can here. Every red heart, actually, with Curse of the Unknown, makes me feel a lot better about myself. We'll get that key for sure as well. And, you know, why not? Why wouldn't we throw bombs in this situation? Oh, maybe because they'll reflect back and hit me if you're acting like an idiot, which I was there. And again, you know, I'm happy to have Poison Touch. If we're going to be right in there against these enemies, we might as well be able to poison them after we lose our Holy Mantle coverage. You know, it's death by 1,000 paper cuts right now. We're hitting them, like, nothing's destroying them. But, you know, Bob's Brain, our Tears, Shielded Tears, Sacrificial Dagger, Poison Touch, they're all contributing to a decent situation. I do wish that we upped our damage a little bit more, but we got such good defensive potential with the Wafer and Holy Mantle. It's another defensively minded run. That has a tendency to happen with Angel deals as opposed to Devil deals as well. We don't need to stress out over that bomb. I could not care less. We do want to exit and then re-enter. It's a good technique sometimes. Keeps the game on its toes. We are going to get hurt on the way out there, but it's only a half heart. And only because I was an idiot. This is, I mean, I really hope we get a deal with the Angel here. Will we? It's probably a lower than 50% chance. Should be 25, I think, but I don't know. 25 is not that bad. Pick a number between 1 and 4. Did you pick 2? Statistically, probably around 25% of you did. Although I have to imagine 2 and 3 are probably picked more often, just due to human nature to stay away from the absolutes. But then there's going to be some people, a smaller subset probably out there, that would be like, he doesn't think that we would pick 1 or 4 because they're the absolutes, so I'm going to stay away from it. And then we get into this, like, rock, paper, scissors, like, metagame bullshit. We'll go back for that golden chest. No reason not to. Taking a little bit more damage than I'd like to admit. Probably because I'm running literally into the line of fire for every single enemy, but let's just ignore that for now. And we're going to have probably a Mr. Fred fight here. Yo, I don't like this double pin fight on this tiny-ass room with Strange Attractor and Bob's Brain. That would have been a great time for Bob's Brain to actually land, by the way. There we go, okay. Okay, yeah, we took some damage. That's alright, that's alright. We picked up some red hearts and we have the wafer, so not sweating it too much. Mom's toenail, no thank you. It's Mr. Fred, as predicted. not a good way to lose your invincibility. There we go. Take care of this jabroni. And then we're just gonna... Oh yeah, we can destroy his shots, and then that will actually destroy the creep as it's coming out too. That's super good luck. And we can pretty much stand right here and suffer no damage whatsoever. Easy KO for a speed upgrade, for an HP upgrade, for a speed upgrade. I re-rolled it as much as I could. I got a speed upgrade and a speed downgrade. Well worth 2 re-rolls. Alrighty. We have an arcade. Not that interested. The curse room. I'll go out of my way for the curse room, but the arcade, at this point, who am I trying to impress? We don't even have nuns have it, so... It's not like we'd even gain D6 charges. We're playing for no reason. We're not even getting reward points. That will, unfortunately, never cross that threshold. It's okay. Again, first off, that was dumb. Well, first off, I should be a little bit more cautious about losing Holy Mantle at the start. Because we can... I mean, just by dodging effectively, we can put ourselves in a much better position than just standing next to the enemy and expecting to get hit right away. That's lazy play that I can't get behind. Exit re-enter. No Guppy Dream, but an extra Spirit Heart is more valuable than nothing, at least. Start using some bombs offensively too, man. First 2 of them didn't work out that effectively. That's alright. It happens. And the ideal situation is we have Holy Mantle left like this situation at the end of the room. So that we know we're not going to take damage and I can just feel free to, like, you know, enjoy my life. We're back to the HP cap. I mean, if I lose this run, I've really got no one to blame but myself for playing this super aggressive style. We're still not even close to death, but I'd prefer to stay as far away from it as possible, you know? Sacrificial Dagger is becoming like the new Brimstone. It's showing up so often. That was... Don't even talk to me about that one. That one's my own fault. We're learning a lot about my own inadequacy right now. Don't use Sacrificial Dagger to blow up green enemies. This should be like... I mean, it shouldn't be Isaac 101, but it should be pretty early on in the course, you know? That's the kind of thing you don't learn on the job. There we go. Anytime you get 1 key back, can't be too mad. It's like, this is a situation... where I was going to say, ideally, I shouldn't use Sacrificial Dagger because I'll be trying to keep myself alive as long as possible to use it against Mom. Mom's heart, I should say. Nope. I took damage, like, basically immediately. I'll block my own shots with bombs, but we're also relatively safe back here, and Bob's brain will land and it'll do a considerable amount of damage. Like, we got good stuff going on here. We shouldn't take any, or at least much more damage against Mom. Even if our tooth shots are getting blocked here, defensively, this is a... pretty much unassailable victory for us right now. This fight specifically, maybe not the whole run. We'll find out. Anytime Mom's open, we're gonna, you know, shoot for the moon on that. We don't need to necessarily kill Teratomo. That's Strange Attractor kind of screwing me up a little bit there, but that's on me, man, because I'm, you know, I'm the reason that we took Strange Attractor. It's not like the game forced me into it. I do believe that this will not give us anything, by the way. I think that this will pay out with nothing. If I'm wrong, I'll be very happy about that. Not good. Even worse. Starting to hemorrhage a little bit of HP here. I'm not happy about it. And this might be a fight for no reason. Yeah. Oh, maybe not for no reason. For very limited reason. Yeah, let's head up to the cathedral. I still don't think we're going to lose. We got too many rerolls on the chest. But considering all the opportunities we've had for great items offensively, I wouldn't say I've blown it, but this is an exercise in me probably settling a little too easily for items that are not good enough. Like, why did I take Strange Attractor? I guess for shits and giggles, but, you know, shits and giggles, you know, it's easier to laugh when you've got a 1 run ahead of you, you know? I think it's a little too late for Ultra Pride. I asked for it I asked for Left Hand a couple of floors ago. I don't think it's as exciting now. Stay away from the Mega Creep. There we go. We didn't even get Left Hand anyway because I killed the enemies in the quote-unquote wrong order, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's work our way down here to what I'm hoping is our boss fight. Good dodges, man. Some, you know, people might be cynical, say lucky dodges, but luck is good as far as I'm concerned. You make your own luck, Tiger Woods, and there's a guy who knew a lot about getting lucky. I mean, he still might know a lot about getting lucky. He's still alive. If you can call only being the world's second best golfer truly living. Try this up in the corner here. At this point, I'm kind of like, you know, just give me bomb synergies, man. I've committed to using these bombs offensively. So any bomb synergy that helps me out is great. BFF would have been awesome on this run too, but let's, like, stop the lamentations. It's not necessary yet. Still, it's a one run. As long as we don't lose it. Could theoretically stop opening chests, and that might be a good decision. Can't believe that we got out of that without getting hit. Can't believe that we got out of that without getting hit. These, like, Fistula Teratoma type enemies are real tricky with Strange Attractor. And by real tricky, I mean you pretty much just hang on. Hope for the best. There we go. That was good stuff. 99 cents. Pretty much, I guess, you know, if I could choose an amount of money to be at, by definition, 99 would probably be the one. This should be exceptionally simple. War is deceased, and we'll take our remaining bomb, which might actually be very useful for us, and move along here. This is Sacrificial Dagger's time to shine. Hello, Kate. I hope. How's it going?
Good.
You didn't die?
No.
Did you come close? Alright, that's good. That's the mark of a good day out. Nothing there either. Pop this bomb down. Hey! I forgot that you kind of are a heat seeker there a little bit. An extra Spirit Heart never hurt anybody, though. And a Tinted Rock. Small Rock would be very nice right now. Like, again, this has been kind of a common theme lately. Lots of runs where... Common theme, actually, is just lots of runs. Like I said, I've been under the weather. That's gross. I apologize. But... common theme, really good defensive runs that kind of just lack some offensive potency. Not that we have, like, literally any risk of dying here. As you can see, my bombs have been very effective thus far in dealing with Isaac. About one out of 3 actually hits Isaac, so that's pretty good. Isn't that what Meatloaf said? 1 out of 3 ain't bad. I don't know, that was more Michael McDonald. I can live with that. Alright, so we finally lost Holy Mantle. I would have preferred not to have, but it's not so bad. Man, Wafer Guppy's Paw would have been a great combo for us as well. I can't believe that it's taken us so long to get through this phase. Like, at some point, I've got to question whether or not we might just be better off standing next to him and using Sacrificial Dagger. Of course, it works better for us if we find ourselves in a situation where I actually can use Sacrificial Dagger. And again, the rotation is totally fucking off there. Man, we could get whittled down on this run. I'm obviously hoping that that doesn't come to pass. I don't know how I got out of that one. There we go, a proper rotation. Worked out pretty much fine. No. Okay. Stay as far... Oh, no, don't stay as far away as you can. Yeah, there you go. Abuse the Strange Attractor and put a bomb in between you and him, and then it just kind of sticks him to the bomb. Well, that didn't necessarily go according to plan. There we go. Sacrificial Dagger. We got it. Please, some more offensive potency. Would it kill you? Because it would really... I mean, it would kill the game eventually, the boss, but it would make me so much happier. Curse of the Unknown is not that dangerous considering our level of HP. I don't think I can go for Dr. Fetus here. Oh, thank you, Kate. Let's re-roll all of these. We'll take Fat Mushroom for some more damage. Oh, my nose. I was hoping for like a battery there, but that's okay. Pheromones. We'll re-roll these. We'll take Bloody Lust. We could probably make do with the Leech, but we're going to get some re-rolls, so Might as well, you know, save a pedestal. Just stay away here. I mean, it's weird because I kind of want to get hit. But I want to get hit in a productive fashion. Like, I don't want to just force myself to get hit. If I can get hit while doing damage, that's ideal. Man, that is not good damage on my part. And Curse the Unknown now is starting to freak me out a little bit. I know I have the wafer, but I don't know how long I can last. We got a long way to go before our next reroll, so that's good. That's not that good, but I'll probably end up taking it. But there's no rocks here, so it's not like we're missing out on anything by not taking it right away. At least I think there's like literally no levels with rocks, unless some of the big rooms have them. But I don't think they do. Really poor play on this run. I'll be the first to tell you that as well. Extra Spirit Heart. We got carried defensively. Okay, fire that in there. Then we use Sacrificial Dagger. And the hitbox on Gertie's all sorts of fucked up, but that's my bad for getting that close to begin with. Been lucky that it's been relatively consequence-free so far. I mean, Spider Baby is okay. If we're going to be taking damage, it could be worse. Not a huge fan of this room right now. These enemies are going to, you know, cling on to me pretty difficult, or pretty hardly. Pretty hard? Hardly doesn't really make sense there. The Hardly Boys. Wait, that's actually like a real joke that I just stole, I think. And I just included the punchline without any kind of setup at all. That's not good. Lemon Mishap is pretty shitty. As long as it'll work out for us, I'm going to get in there with Sacrificial Dagger. Because I think it is our best, like, I don't want to say pound for pound, because that doesn't really make any sense, but our best, like, DPS. There we go. Second to second damage. There we go. One's done. We're getting pretty close, though. You can see, like, our tiers are larger now. It's a good sign. Let's go back and get the double reroll going. If we die on this run, I've got no one to blame but myself, but it'll be real embarrassing. Parasite is acceptable. You know what? Sister Maggie's good enough. If we're only going to have one pedestal, we might as well reroll Lemon Mishap. Let's continue moving onwards here. Looks like we got a long way to go to get to the boss, which probably... Oh, what the hell? Probably consists of lots of big rooms, if I had to guess. Just based... Otherwise, there would be like 30 rooms to go. Mom's Eye is not really good enough, but it's technically better than Lemon Mishap, I guess, for us. Although Lemon Mishap could be good on the boss fight, although we don't have Nunsap it. We could get 2 charges, use it twice. Gotta be getting close to the maximum cap here for Bloody Lust. That's okay, though. Parasite's helping out a lot more now. And extra Poison Tears. It's like our 4th different kind. No big rooms thus far. That's weird, man. Our damage seems appropriate now. This is about where I'd like to be. Well, I'd like to be higher, but it's about where I'd expect to be on an average run. Yeah. And now if we had Tammy's head, it would be beautiful, but whatever. Let's come back down here, and we do have a reroll available for Lemon Mishap. I'm sorry, Lemon Mishap, but it's time to go. We're not going to do it. I've put in 42 minutes on this run. I'm going to live with it. Oh, we're at full HP. Okay, we're not going to lose. We could have won better, but we're not going to lose. Probably. Let's not get overly ahead of ourselves. It's still a weird run. That's not going to be very good for us. That's a useless room. This room is going to be annoying, but again, as soon as the enemy gets, like, next to us, they're pretty much fucked anyway. Alright. I say we just kind of go for broke here, man. I say we just get up in there. There goes Holy Mantle, but we're already, like, 20% of the way done. We'll try to rotate our way around here for Sacrificial Dagger to work. And it's done. Weird run, safe run. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.